Good day, dear students. Now we are going to speak about global problem. Are you ready? So, global problems of today. People have lived on our planet Earth for centuries and global problems have always existed. In ancient times, the biggest global problem was wars. People have been fighting with each other since the beginning of the civilization, mostly to get new territories and more land. Later, finding the distance was another global problem. Uh, Two, before the discovery of the plane. Today, there are more global problems which can be divided in two categories: ecological problems and social, economic, and political issues. The first category includes issues relating to ecological destruction, pollution, and global warming as a result. The climate is changing and many people agreed that climate change may be one of the greatest threats facing the planet. Many people think that a rise in temperature of about 3 or 4 degrees is not very much, but the effects are worse than it seems at first sight. Global warming has already killed off some types of animals and plants. There have been more and more heat waves in the summer, with many people dying in big cities. Rising sea levels are threatening whole nations on low-lying islands in the Pacific and Indian Ocean. The second category of global problems deals with social, economic, and political issues. They include global terrorism, poverty, human rights, health issues, racism, and many others. We are faced with the problem of global terrorism and more countries are suffering from it. It is difficult to catch terrorists and prevent their acts. The most terrible terrorist attack took place and on September 11th 2001 in the USA. The World Trade Center, the pride of all Americans and one of the symbols of New York City, was destroyed completely and thousands of people died. The world was shocked and most countries decided to fight against terrorism. However, new attacks have been committed. Many innocent people still get killed and nobody can stop terrorists. Poverty is another another global problem. It may seem surprising, but most of humanity lives on just a few dollars a day now. The worst situation is in Africa where people, mostly children, die every day of hunger because they have nothing to eat to survive. The poor also have less access to health, education, and other services. Problems of hunger, malnutrition, and diseases affect the poorest in society. Another global problem is racism, when people of different races and different skin color are humiliated and even killed. There are many organizations that fight social global problems, but this battle has lasted for a long time and it will take much time for the solution of all of them. We live in the 21st century and humanity has made a great progress in technology. So I think that it is strange that we still have global problems, especially the ones that deal with social, economic, and political issues. I am sure that they can be solved completely without any conflicts or wars. Now here are the 12 questions. Can you answer it turn by turn, or you can write down on your notebook your answers. So the first question is, what global problems were there in the past? Can you remember it? What are the two categories of global problems now? What does the first category include? Why is global warming considered a global problem? Next one. How does it affect nature? Sixth one. What global problems does the second category include? Seventh. Why is terrorism a global problem? What do you think? And the eighteenth. Is poverty a big issue nowadays, and why? Prove your opinion. Ninth, what is racism and why is it a global problem nowadays? And question number 10, what are the global problems can you mention? Next, in what way can we fight global problems? And the last one is, what global problems do you think is the biggest one and why? And that's the questions for your home task. Next, and here you should use the words in the word box to finish the story. Now they are given the sentences, and in the box you can see the words. So because, both, sleep, first, gave, read, fast, green, wash, before, off, full, tell, very are the words. So they're given the story. You should fill in the stories, fill in the words. Now here are the useful words and phrases about the global problem. I think you know all of these, the words meaning and translation. Problems, climate, diseases, ecological, economic, educational, environmental, financial crisis, global, global warming, health, hunger, malnutrition, political, pollution, poverty, racism, technological, and terrorism. So thank you for your attention. I think it was interesting. I think it was interesting for you. Goodbye. See you next day.